We are talking crime prevention in the district. It does seem like every week now we're reporting on a carjacking or a shooting involving youth in our city. So now many of you are questioning, when is enough enough and what's being done to stop this trend? So this afternoon our team is asking those questions of top officials. Glad you're with us here at 4. I'm Adam Longo.
And I'm Simone D'Alba. Our Casey Nolan is mapping out some of those resources that are being used to help. But let's begin with our Delia Gonsalves, who has an update after an attempted carjacking left a 13-year-old dead in Northwest. And Delia, at this hour, it's still unclear if the boy even had a weapon on him. Good evening.
Good evening, Simone. This is a difficult and tragic story to tell on this Monday, a very tough weekend for a lot of folks, including the family members of this 13-year-old child. Now, like you said, it's unclear if there was a weapon involved in this case. The off-duty security guard tells investigators that the boy motioned to his waistband as if he had a gun. However, investigators have not recovered a weapon, and in fact, the boy's mother came here to the scene yesterday. She wanted to see where her son lost his life. She didn't really say a whole lot to us, but she did express that she never knew her son to carry a gun on him. So the name of her child who was killed, Bernard Tony Jr., lives in Southeast, just 13 years old. As I mentioned, his mom stopped by the scene Sunday to see for herself where her son was killed. Police say around 10 Saturday night, Tony and another teenager approached the off-duty security guard who was sitting in a car waiting for their shift to begin. Now, we don't know the name of that security guard, but we're told they are cooperating with detectives. It's also unclear if or when charges will be filed in this case. Now, while Tony's mother did not want to talk to us, we spoke to a gentleman who works in the area and was consoling Mom.
This carjackings, it's so sad, and then people losing their lives over it, and what caused this young person to be driven to the point of having to steal a vehicle. And if we can address those points, and then it's just I just don't know where to begin. My heart and my feelings and my best wishes go to the family and those who have hurted by this.
Now we're back here live at 6th and D. Take a look at those surveillance cameras that are mounted on that federal building there. There are many surveillance cameras in the area. In fact, police tell us they are hoping to release images from some of those surveillance cameras a little later today or perhaps early tomorrow morning. I reached out to police, still waiting to hear back and get an update in regards to that. Now, police do tell us they are looking for a second suspect at this time. That suspect, they say, ran away from the scene. We're expecting to get more information on exactly who they're looking for. Listen, before I let you go, it's good to put this all into perspective and context as to where we are here in Penn Quarter. Now, we are so close to Judiciary Square. The corner where I'm standing, not only is the U.S. Attorney's office there, but right up the street, the Attorney General's office is there. That way up the street, a block away, we have D.C. Superior Court and then D.C. Police Headquarters. This area has a lot of police presence. In fact, Gustavo says you always see police here, but that gentleman tells us he works in the area and still feels a little unsafe at times. Coming up at 5 o'clock, I'll have more on the impact of losing another young person has on our community. Simone, Adam?
Delia, just a terrible situation. And as you said, hopefully those security cameras can shed some light. Thank you.